Michael Parisi, and this is my wife Melinda. We've been married for almost 20 years, and we're here today at Watermark Community Church, where I am currently the Director of Finance and HR. And Melinda also serves here at the church on a part-time role in Re-Engage.
So at the 10-year mark in our marriage, we'd been living in Colorado for about 15 years, and we managed to grow pretty distant from one another in those first 10 years of marriage. We really didn't understand what marriage was all about, but at that 10-year mark, we hit rock bottom.
During that toughest time in our marriage, I chose to pursue the Lord in a way that I never had before. And He gave me the strength to persevere during a long separation, and praise God, He restored our marriage at really the last minute. And from that point forward, we decided that there's no way we could allow God to do what He did in our marriage without us then turning around and helping others. So we just became passionate about helping others in their marriage, and over that time, God just pursued us and consumed more and more of my heart, more of Melinda's heart, and just brought us to a place where it was really time to make ministry more of our full-time career than just our side gig. In early 2020, the Lord really spoke clearly to both of us that He had something new for us, and we didn't know exactly what that was, but we trusted Him and said we were willing. And a couple of months later, He revealed an opportunity here at Watermark for me to jump into their Institute program. And so we decided to sell our house, move our family, and leave Colorado and come to Texas to jump in here at Watermark to pursue full-time ministries.
So we looked at each other and said, we will follow wherever the Lord leads us. We want to be obedient in this. And our daughters, they were nervous in that moment because they absolutely would not have chosen to move from Colorado. Since that there is so much faith that has been built through the course of this transition for us, but also for our daughters, because they've seen the Lord show up and provide in every detail.
God has worked so many miracles in our lives, from the restoration of our marriage, but to finding us roles here at this church. And the first time that we walked in the doors of Watermark 7 years ago, visiting, I just knew that this was a place that the Lord had for us in the future. I even told Melinda on that very day, I said, I think we need to move here and be a part of this church. All of those details were hard and difficult at times, but the Lord answered every single detail one by one.
I think fruit that's evident of God's growth in us is more trust. Really, truly understanding that God is sovereign and that there's a sense of peace present within each of us that comes through in parenting. So, in honesty, probably the hardest part of the transition has been seeing our daughters not be able to establish community as easily as we can here within the walls of the church with the adults, and knowing that God is sovereign in that and that He is faithful in that, and there might be a lack right now, but He uses all things for good, and there's just a sense of trust and peace that He has shown us at every corner. And we are holding out for the promises and just longing to see those answered prayers come to pass.